The Ikpoba Local Government Council has reaffirmed its firm stance on the prohibition of open grazing across the local government area, declaring that no extension will be granted to cattle rearers or herders ahead of the enforcement deadline. BTV News Courage Ayodele reports the decision was reached during a stakeholders meeting at the council secretariat Idogo. The report is presented by BTV News senior reporter Best Orito.
Cattle ranching, because there is water. I have a well here, I can see well, more well there. So, and there is land.
The meeting, chaired by the Vice Chairman, Ikpoba Local Government, Mrs. Patience Imokpai, had in attendance other local government officials, political appointees, security personnel, cattle rearers, and others, which was used to discuss the long-standing challenges associated with open grazing and outlined the council's renewed commitment to transitioning cattle rearing into regulated and secure grazing environments. During the meeting, the council reiterated the directive for cattle rearers to discontinue open grazing within the local government council area. The leadership emphasized that the decision is driven by the need to enhance community safety, reduce conflicts, and align with modern livestock management practices that support long-term development. The leader of the cattle rearers in Ikpoba, Alhaji Ahmed Ewaike, appealed for an 8-month extension to allow cattle owners more time to relocate and adapt to the new system. He expressed concerns about the sudden transition and pleaded for more time for cattle rearers to reorganize their operations.
Open grazing is banned. We should make an appeal that they should give us a time to go and meet with our people and discuss further in order for us to say we will come into plans of local government chairman on how to stop this open grazing, which gave us an opportunity for us to go and meet. And when we met, we came back and we pleaded for an extension of the duration of time. So which we have done, we put up a letter and we passed across to the local government chairman, which we begged for an extension of 8 months.
Responding, the council vice chairman, Mrs. Patience Imokpai, who stood in for the chairman of the council, Honorable Eric Sino Sawao, announced that the final window for compliance spans from December 1st, 2025 to January 3rd, 2026, and after this date, any cattle found grazing openly in defiance of the law will be confiscated and declared government property in accordance with the council's enforcement guidelines.
Outside this compound, that is where you are against the law. If you have a ranch, your cattle stays in the ranch. If you are transporting your cattle from one place to another, you have a vehicle, not moving in the streets. And we don't want to see them in the bushes. So it's a system that we can always learn, and we should adapt to those systems. It will work. Let's assume we buy to this rule we talk, of which we must buy to this on the top. After some time, the government say, okay, these things, another, they work well, they see all those things for push again. So please, I beg every one of us, on the top is on the top.
Also speaking at the meeting, the chairman of the Cattle Dealers Association Edo State, Alhaji Idris Adamu, highlighted the challenges cattle rearers may face if immediate relocation is enforced without preparation. He stressed that cattle may suffer without access to adequate food and water and may struggle to adjust without a designated grazing environment, and the business of cattle owners could collapse if conducive facilities are not provided. He appealed for the government and private stakeholders to urgently make provisions that would make the transition workable and fair to those involved in livestock trade.
The biggest problem. What is the biggest problem? Every week they can kill 2,300 cows. And that cow, you're not going to load them through plane, that will come. The spot and fish sorota, you get killer. And that cow, you don't get food. You don't get food what they give them. But yo, if I tie one cow will chop 450 before it was strong. For example, if I buy one cow 1 million, tie am chop 400 and something. If I carry and go market, you're not going to come up. You're not going to see again. That one you can help us. Please help us. You can support the ranch. You're not going to feed 5 farmers. No. We will be happy when the government will be blocked. You can give us ranch. We're going to have one place.
Mr. Ebose Osaze, who subsequently conducted the council officials round the site currently under development, pledged full support to cattle owners during the transition period. He also announced that he has already begun developing a model cattle settlement spanning more than 20 acres of land, a project initiated even before the open grazing ban was formalized. He assured the cattle rearers that the proposed settlement will provide food, water, spacious grazing areas, and other essential amenities. He said the facility is being built with the backing of Edo State government. The area, according to him, is secured, and the project is aimed at ensuring that their business will not collapse, but instead flourish under more organized modern conditions.
Due to what these Alhaji said, that there are times if they want to convey cow to abattoir where they will slaughter it, and because I think here is 100% because the ranching space is besides the abattoir. So I think upper houses is 100% okay for ranching.
The leadership of Ikpoba Local Government Council reaffirmed that the reforms are not intended to marginalize any group but to foster peace, safety, and sustainable rural development in Ikpoba Local Government area. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.